just got off the practice field, having to coach those receivers a little bit more, help out, a little more winded than normal. So, just a couple things. Just went back to work. Had some great practices at the end of last week. Guys had graduation. I have to make a note, 37 guys that got their degrees that are on our football team, 26 new players that have a degree, and so super proud of that. We worked our schedule on Saturday around that some, had a practice later, actually got underneath the lights, was really good, and then got back to work again yesterday with some meetings and such, and then today more of a full practice. You can try to talk me into today's Monday, but Tuesday in our world because of a Friday game. And so again, getting ready for that, and Coach Venables and Oklahoma, a very good football team here for a reason. And a 10-2 record. They play team football like it's meant to be played, and we know we're going to go into an environment that's going to be rowdy. It's going to be a great atmosphere. Our guys got to be ready for that, and I feel like we've been prepared, through the SEC schedule that we've been on here all season. So, got a few more days. We've got to keep stacking practices, but really excited about the progress, and like the direction it's headed.
Thank you, Coach. Let's start with Nick on the front right.
Yeah, just for clarity's sake, so things aren't left up to interpretation, are you going to be the coach of Alabama next year?
Man, come on, Nick. All right, I put a statement out yesterday because first of all, our guys handle distractions phenomenally. It's been that way all season long. They continue to do that. And so, but I also, knew that yesterday and today was pretty important. I wasn't going to see it till today to address it. So that's why I put that out there. A lot of the same things I said before, a couple weeks ago when asked really the same question. Just, feel completely supported. My family loves living here. Just all the things that we continue to build on. Love the progress. Haven't talked with anyone. No plans of talking with anyone. So I think that's a lot of what I said a couple weeks ago, and continues to be the same thing. Feel strong about it. And our guys, if there's been any distraction, I haven't seen it, haven't felt it, and so I'm really proud of the way they've handled whatever noise is out there. And again, we've probably all season long have dealt with enough noise to where it doesn't surprise me on how they handle this.
Let's go to Katie, second row in the middle left.
You said after the SEC championship that it wasn't really a confidence issue for Tide, more continuity with the offense, just kind of with a couple extra days to get healthy leading into this game. What's the continuity looked like this week on offense?
Yeah, it's been better, I thought, as a team, and that would include obviously the offense on Saturday. Today's Monday. I told you guys were going to try to talk me into Monday, but Saturday it was one of our best practices we've had in a long time, and across the board. The energy starts with energy, but the execution for where we were at with our installation, and we continue to build on that. You're a little bit ahead because we have these extra days. So with third downs, red zone, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there is more continuity. There's guys that are healthier. It's up front, offensive line wise. It's the receiving core. And other guys that are continuing to build into more reps as we work through the week, and hope that continues to be the case here moving forward.
Let's go to the far right, Charlie.
Just for clarification, and going back to Nick's question, will you be the coach at Alabama next season?
Yes. Nick, yes. Charlie, yes.
Let's up over to the left side of the room to Chase.
When Oklahoma won here about a month ago, some of their players got on the logo at the 50-yard line, taking pictures and so forth, while staff was trying to get it roped off. Some of your players addressed that earlier this week. What were your thoughts about that?
I guess I wasn't aware of that. Now I am, so I'm going to talk to our team about it. So I guess I did remember seeing something with it roped off. I didn't know, what the extent of what that was. So. Yeah, I mean, that probably gives you an idea. To me, this is about this game. This is about our playoff game. We respect who they are as a football team. They've obviously got the better side of things the last two times we played, and so that's really where our focus is at. And I do remember something vaguely about that. It hasn't really even been a conversation in our meetings. This has been solely about we're in the playoffs. It's win or go home, and we need to be given everything we can to be in our best, and the work that is ahead.
Staying on that front left, Collins next.
Kalen, you mentioned a little bit about this earlier, but with the distraction of, the rumors and there's other things too, but how have you seen players kind of respond, especially with, them having to answer questions about kind of your place here and things like that, and things seemingly everything outside of, the playoff against Oklahoma? How have you seen players respond to that?
I mean, outside of knowing that there was a question or two, I think at the end of last week, it's been non-existent. I mean, it really has. Our guys are focused on Oklahoma. They really are. I mean, that's what that's what we've been completely focused on. And I haven't seen anything other than that. Again, these guys deal with noise, and they know that that's what it is. What's internal is what matters.
Let's go to Ellie Grace on the middle right.
Hey coach, can you just give an update on the injuries? I know that a lot of guys are trying to get healthy from SEC championship until now. What's the overall health of the team at?
Can you help me out on who you're looking for here?
Yeah, we saw Jam out there today, just his progress along
Yep.
with Parker Brailsford, Cam DeBoer, a few of those guys.
Yep. Jam, you said Parker.
LT.
Parker's doing good. He's been practicing. Jam, he's making good progress. Just kind of continue to see how the week goes along. You guys saw him out there doing some things today. Who else? Cuevas, very similar to Jam, making progress out there, doing some work, and really, I guess you're optimistic at this point. We still got four days left, so those guys are heading in a good direction, making good progress, and continue to evaluate them moving forward. But you saw them out there doing some things today in practice.
Let's go to the back middle room to Joe.
Coach, with the recent success on the road this season, what's been your message to the team? Like, have you changed anything up from last season? You had a couple of follies on the road, and this year much more successful on the road. And then kind of combined with that, you already touched on it with the playoffs and the privilege. How do you handle kind of the finality of win or go home?
As far as differences from this year to last year, and first of all, we played much better. 4-0 in the conference games, and so in really strong environments. We maybe show up a little bit later or a little bit earlier, just like an hour or two. It's really nothing major. Things that worked into our schedule. We still do our team meeting on the road. We still do position meetings and stuff. So really not a lot that we change. I think it's all about the mindset that when you're in the moment, how you're going to respond, because you don't have your home crowd. And I think that's where, we've executed better in the critical situations. And that was kind of a theme going in with the off season that I've really stressed to you and as well as the team. And so, I think we've just been better in those moments, because these games do come down to the wire. And the one game we didn't make the critical plays was this one at home. So we've actually done a pretty good job on the road. But that's really been where I think we've improved to be better on the road in these type of games.
Let's go to Mike on the back right.
Just one more injury, LT Overton, just wanted to see where he stands.
Just with LT, continue to monitor him. I would not say he's doubtful for this weekend.
All right, we have one last question from the Zoom, Eli Letterman on ESPN. Go ahead, Eli.
Hey, Kalen. I know the focus is very tight on this week, but you've seen Brent Venables earlier this fall prepped for him. You've got him again this week. And I'm curious, from a kind of 10,000-foot view, what are the elements that make his defensive play calling and the way he approaches leading a defense in game distinct from your perspective?
Well, obviously play calling is a huge part of it, but I think it's the design of the defense, and your play caller have to be on the same page with the defense that's out there and how they attack, and the variety and the diversity of what they do in their different packages. They got great players too, and so up front they just do a great job of causing chaos, and they love the tackles for loss, the sacks, and there's obviously a trigger man, and Coach Venables being one of the best that there is at doing it. Obviously he's running the show, and so always got a ton of respect for what he does. But they have an attacking mindset. There's no question about it. They're one of the best in the country at doing it.
All right, let's finish up with Johnny Compton in the back.
Hey, Kalen, with their pass rush, how important is it that you guys remain balanced in the run game, even if maybe early on you aren't gashing them, that you remain consistent in that so those pass rushers don't get loose?
Yeah, it is. I mean, we did a pretty good job, actually. We had we actually blocked some things up better than what I thought we produced as far as total yardage. Some of that was, though, off the sacks that we had. If I remember right, we had 4 for 25, 30 yards, something like that. And so, compared to other teams, because this is a very good defense, and that's what you're kind of looking at, I thought we ran the ball as well as anyone had. And so we got to keep building on that. And that is important, though, because the more you can do of that, the better situations and third downs that you can be, where a tie can go, not have to force the ball down the field, which takes more time. And, third and mediums, third and shorts, love to live in that world, but there's obviously a team on the other side of the ball that's trying to make that world a little bit harder and not let you get in those spots. And so everything we can do to continue to be, staying ahead of the chains, whether it's run or pass, playing good, smart, complete football, that's going to be really important for our success on offense.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you guys for your time.